everyone in the collective. Happy Sunday, February the 8th, 2026. Wherever you are in this world, I hope I found you in peaceful energy, as peaceful and serene as it can be for you. To all my returning watchers, viewers, subscribers, likers, and supporters alike, I appreciate y'all for subscribing. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Continue to leave your comments, your feedback, constructive criticism. I love the support, collective. I ask that you continue to come back and support me. I pray that if you're coming back, it is because that you like the message that I gave out, it resonated with you, or a time in your life, or it helped you wherever you are on your journey. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Shay, the dual alchemist, your dual natured being, and I love being of service to the collective. I don't do this for the fame, the fortune, or the clout, and there is no fortune. I'm not getting a fortune off of this, but I find it to be very abundant and fortunate for me to love what it is that I do, give out the messages to the collective. We grow and evolve through shared experiences, collective. So I appreciate you for allowing me to tap into your energy. As I tap into your energy and give out the reads, I learn something from each read that I give out. Not only that, I hope that you also learn something from me when you tap into the channel, whether it's a live or a pre-record, which I haven't been doing pre-records, collective, but nonetheless, I just pray that there's an even exchange of energy and information, that we all learn something from each other, and that we continue to do so. Hopefully, I can be transparent enough with you, collective, to give you a message or give you a bit of info, in my opinion, not advice, that will allow you to concentrate more or focus on an area that you need to heal or fix in your life, but then also pass the messages and the information on to another person who may benefit from that information. I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't care about being a gatekeeper. I just love what it is that I do, collective, and I appreciate everybody that tunes in and taps in and supports the channel and your girl, We're going to go ahead and get into the energy clearing. Before I do this read, I did do a pre-shuffle. I was kind of confused with the cards because there's a bit of confusing energy here. It's not... So I don't know if I'm going to tap into that energy, but we're going to see if it comes out in the cards anyways. But as always, this is a general message. Remember to take what resonates, leave what does not. When you try to make a message fit, you only cause confusion and illusions in your life. And that is stagnancy to your growth and evolution. And that's the last thing that we want over here on this channel. Yeah, I don't have to for that. So, when I say masculine, I can mean feminine and vice versa. Genders are, energetically speaking, genders are fluid in any type of divine messages and tarot read, as we embody both, as well as the time frames could be past, present, or future. Okay, only you know when the message resonates with you and whatever timeline or time frame that you are on. Remember, your journey is your own. So some parts of this message may resonate with you, and you're welcome. You're welcome. I like doing this. Like, I love it. It brings a joy to my heart. Yeah, it brings a joy to my heart, especially when I can get to the good energy, Sometimes we have to sift through the low vibrational karmic energy to get to the good stuff. But nonetheless, a lot of messages have been coming out good. The energy has been very high vibrational. Yeah, so let's get into the formalities of energy clearing at this time. Ancestors of my highest good, highest self, Ashe, highest self, spirit guides, Ashe, highest self, Ashe to my highest self. All praises and glory go to the Most High God Source, Ashe. Ashe to the universal beings, multidimensional beings, multiversal beings of my highest good, ancestors of my highest good, and all other energies of my highest good. You are allowed to remain in my energetic field as I tap into yours and you tap into mine to give me the most highest aspect and perspective of this collective message. Please remove all negative and low vibrational energies that wish to interfere with the truth, clarity, and delivery of this message. We only want to focus on messages that are for the highest good of myself as well as the collective. Um, and I also state and declare myself to be a peaceful, safe, and protected, sovereign being, peaceful being at any and all given times, especially during these reads. I hereby magnify my protection, and I declare dominion over any spirit and stronghold that is not of my highest good. I also release any and all energies that does not serve my highest good, nor my highest timeline. And I replace that energy with a more higher vibrational energy, and also the energy of gratitude and appreciation. Ashe, so mote it be. So we have Amada de Menhun. I can never say that, but Aloha Healing. That's at the bottom of the deck. Ancestors of my highest good. Ashe. Oh, I'm tripping. I meant to start off with this. I love the Threads of the Soul deck. I love this deck, y'all. I am coming very, very, very attached and fond of that deck. So let's see what the messages are. The Shapeshifter on the left. So the feminine aspect or spiritual aspect is shape-shifting energy. It can be good or bad. And then the physical aspect, we could be talking about a key to something that is supposed to transform you, your life, wherever you are, to bring forth a new dawn, a new timeline. Oh no, there's a trickster spirit. Oh no, the Dragon Slayer. We're gonna see. There's a shapeshifter again. I've seen it twice. The magic mirror here. Somebody may feel like that you change your looks a lot here, that you're a shapeshifter. There it is again, the third time. So we're going to take it. Yep. Secret Garden. Okay. That trickster spirit. Somebody can feel like that because you transform your look or you transform often. See, people are very, very confused on what evolution and ascension looks like. Ascension and evolution, being in a higher vibration, as your vibration raises, it will change the way you look. It'll change the way your skin looks, your eyes look, even your style. Your taste will change in certain styles, hairstyles, clothing, jewelry items, people, places, things, environments. It will definitely change as you continue to ascend. What used to serve you or used to be appealing to you, it no longer becomes appealing because now you're at a higher timeline and you go out and you explore this newer timeline or this newfound ascension, higher vibrational energy, and there are new things there that are unlocked for you. So of course you would change your look, your speech, the way you act, the way you behave, the way you come off, and for the better, though, for the better. Somebody could feel like that you're a trickster spirit because of the way that you shapeshift, the way that you change constantly. I mean, the only thing constant is change. If you're not changing in a negative aspect, I don't know what would make somebody think that you're a shapeshifter here. They feel like the secret garden, like you have the secrets to shapeshifting here and you use it to trick people. Okay. Let's get 2 more. 3 for that one. 4 for this one. Well, I said 3 more. 3 came out. So we have 3 more. We have the poison apple, the hidden compass, and the map with no names. Okay. Shapeshifter says, are you adapting too much to please others, or is flexibility serving you? Where do you need to stand firm? Somebody feel like you fake. I don't know why I'm getting that. The map with no names. What part of your life feels uncertain or uncharted? How can you navigate without all the answers? You know what I'm getting? Somebody feels like if you can fit in any environment, you're highly adaptable here. That's the shapeshifter energy, right? Because with everything, there's a good and a bad, a light and a dark. So Some people shapeshift because they need to become who the other people are that they are around so they can fit in. So adaptability is different from that. Adaptability is more so using your skill set to adapt to a certain environment while not losing yourself. Okay, you remain yourself, but you kind of tweak a couple of things so you can fit better into that environment or whatever, but you don't lose yourself. You still remain yourself here. Okay, two differences. Okay, the hidden compass. What internal guidance have you been ignored? Can I read or not? I mean, like, have I just lost all verbal skills here? Are they just going down the toilet at this time? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What internal guidance have you been ignoring? How can you reconnect with your intuition to navigate your path? You have no definitive place that you're going. So if we're talking about a journey, spiritual journey, healing, growth, ascension, all that, evolution, all that, you have no definitive destination with the map with no names. There's really no destination on this path. I was just thinking earlier, you know how we keep picking up on this energy, or we were a lot last year where you won a race that you didn't know you were in. You won a competition that you didn't know you were in. I find that to be very, it's not applicable. One, your spiritual path and journey, healing, evolution, ascension, mastery are your own. The only race that you can't race against another person. Example, I'm only in the race to overcome my flesh and put my spirit before it. It's my flesh, my body, my spirit. How am I racing somebody that is racing against themselves? That's kind of like drag racing, but going in opposite directions of traffic. Like, it makes no sense. Because my finish line may be further down the road than your finish line. You may come to integrate the light bodies, the spirit, the soul, and the flesh together way before I do. That don't mean you won the race against me. It's not a race. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This could also be an example of quantum leaping. Like, if somebody is trying to get you down packed, your movements, how you move, how you navigate, how you quantum leap, how you heal, how you jump on different timelines. If they are trying to get like a grasp on that so they can study it and they can beat you or something, that person is going to be sadly disappointed in the end, because again, it's not about the destination. It's about everything that is along the path or the way of the destination. It's never about the destination. Okay? It's never about the destination. We know where we want to get to, but everything that we experience along the way are the things that forge us into the best version of ourselves. And you may find that in the end, you may get to the destination, but you enjoy what was along the path the whole entire time here. If somebody is trying to figure out like your movements, how you move, like what is your methods? There is no method to your madness. The map with no names. There is no method to your madness. Like the hidden compass, it's like you go wherever the wind blows. You go wherever you're guided to. A lot of times we don't know where we're going. A lot of times we'll be on this journey towards a destination and we may have several detours, okay? Nobody can anticipate the detours that you will encounter on your path, because your path is your own and your compass is your own as well. So somebody trying to like get it down pat, it's like somebody trying to like study you, and they are trying to write down all your movements, how you do things, how you think, because they want to figure it out. They want to get it down pat. Whatever it is, it's almost like it's a science. They think it's a science to how you move. Like there's a certain method. There is no certain method. There are multiple, many methods. That's why I don't limit myself to one thing, one practice, one belief, one nothing. Because I need to be able to shape shift or adapt to whatever detours may come along my way. As I am following the hidden compass, this is the divine path. I don't know where I may be called to detour, get off on, or what I will experience or encounter in those detours, right? So I just go with the flow. And the only thing I focus on is myself and make sure that I can successfully, or to the best of my ability, handle whatever it is, detours that come my way or obstacles that come my way. I don't think somebody understands that. Like somebody is trying to like get it down. Like it has to be a specific way. You can't, because you're not supposed to study somebody else's path or how they heal, grow, evolve, how they acquire spiritual knowledge, gifts, how they access their Akashic records. You're not supposed to be studying somebody else. I mean, you can, but you will always end up confused. The poison apple. The poison apple says, what temptation or unhealthy habit is drawing you in? What is its true cost? The true cost of if this is the case with this person or people, the true cost is them never acquiring to know their own selves, never acquiring all the gifts, all the treasures, all the rewards that come along with every level that you unlock of knowing yourself deeper, better, healing. You know what I mean? Like, they'll never acquire that. That is the cost. Somebody is tempted to figure out what it is that you do. It's almost like they're trying to study you, get you down pack, your movements, your ways, your everything. And then they think that they can cheat sheet, plagiarize what it is that you do, and apply it to their life so they can kind of skip over all the healing, skip through the dark night of the soul, skip through the obstacle or over the obstacles, skip over the detours and stuff like that. Unfortunately, life kind of works like that, but the spiritual journey does not. They are two separate things, right? And they will intertwine in a way. This is life path, or this is the physical life path on this realm. This is your spiritual path, and they will intersect at times. That's what the figure 8 is depicting as well. It means many other things, but there's always going to be intersecting of the timelines, right? And this is what you also call crossroads, because sometimes you can go back, you can go forward, you can go left, you can go right, but they will always intersect here, no matter what. Somebody is not going to be able to get this down packed here. The new dawn. What fresh start is beginning? How can you embrace it with openness? See, somebody has it. This is the Ace of Wands energy in this deck to me. Somebody is seeing you have these new beginnings. Somebody wants to have the new beginnings like you. They want to accomplish what it is that you've accomplished, but what you've accomplished is what you were meant to accomplish. This person is going to find out. I don't even know. I like strange Valentine. Love is strange. Lady with a Bosch egg. Ancient wisdom. Somebody loves your ancient wisdom. They want it. They want it for themselves. They want to know how they can get it, how can they obtain it, and how can they apply it to their lives. It's not theirs. Everybody has a different level of access to the Akashic records, and not everyone's information in their Akashic records is other people's, right? Some of us come from very different ancient timelines. Some of us are mixed bred with different ancient royal bloodlines or ancient bloodlines and stuff. And the information that a lot of our ancestors before us have the knowledge is meant for us only, right? For our path. It's not meant for a person of a different bloodline who didn't do the work. Like you, I already gave the cheat sheet to the spiritual path. Gratitude and appreciation. That's the only cheat sheet you're going to get. Now, people may think the real true cheat sheet is when they do the magic or the witchcraft, domination spells, sex spells, love magic, whatever the case. They may think that that's the cheat sheet. It's not. I mean, it's a cheat sheet in a way, but it's a cheat sheet to get a person so far ahead, it will never get them there. It will get them so far ahead, and then it will get them stuck. That's the ultimate ending of doing witchcraft and spells and all that stuff like that. Like, it'll get them to a certain point where they think that they're winning, and it'll stick them right there and drop a big ass tower on their heads. Okay? Period. Because whatever knowledge that you retain in your on your path, in your journey, is not meant for everybody else. Some things you will get the divine nudges or permission to share with others, you know, but some things just aren't meant to be shared here. The hidden compass, it's not meant to be shared. And if this is somebody that follows you or watches you, somebody wants you to divulge all your secrets. And it's just like some things, like even if you are a person that's chatty Cathy like me, right? Even if you are a person that's kind of chatty Cathy like me, my ancestors will like, boop, they'll flick me when I'm getting ready to go into divulging too much information. Some things are meant for me to share with the collective, and some things are not. And I can't help if anybody in the collective feels jaded or feels a type of way if I say, oh, I can't really talk to, you know, let you know about that. I can't discuss that with you. That's because those are pertinent, vital pieces of information that are only meant for me. And I'm not supposed to give y'all that information for one reason. We can look at it is because it may taint the vital information that is meant for you. What I give you, it may taint whatever information you're meant to receive, and you may mix the two, and it'll make your journey harder. Okay? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. So we have Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. What I say? Somebody is stuck at a standstill. Because if they thought that they had your method or a specific method, like, yeah, that's what they're using, somebody is sadly mistaken. Now they're stuck at a standstill at a certain point because they are, again, somebody is trying to cheat their way through a spiritual healing. And with that love is strange, this could be, okay, shuffle. This could be a masculine that has come to the realization, they've come across you, and they want to be a part of your life, but maybe they just started their healing journey. Maybe they are nowhere near it. Maybe they have never started it, but somebody may want to be with you. So they're studying you, so they can get like a cheat code, so they can do a leap in the healing. Like they want to skip over certain vital parts that are like very pertinent to later on down the line that will equip them with whatever it is, the tools, the knowledge that they need to when they encounter certain obstacles, new levels, new devils here. And somebody wants to be on the same page with you. But again, this person has to have, if you're farther along in your healing than this person, they have to have a certain level of spiritual healing clearance, like security clearance, so to speak, right? And it's going to take a while because this person may have like, you know, they really probably could have like played around with their time that they should have been done the healing to be in alignment with you at this point. And they played around with that time. And now somebody wants to fast track it, and it just don't work like that. Now you can get a fast track and you get this through your spirit guides, your ancestors, but all those things are only unlocked to you when you go through the dark night of the soul and you ascend. At least you come out of being in the beginner vibrational frequency of healing, and you start to climb your way up. Your spiritual ranking goes up. You get the certificates, you get the notifications, and the more spiritual gifts you get, the more information you get that helps you along the way. Somebody wants to skip over all that. And even if this person is able to get it down packed as to what it is that you do, how you shapeshift, how you adapt to things with no true compass, no true direction here, or so it looks like to them. Okay, because everything doesn't have a scientific explanation to it. And even if this person is able to cheat their way into some type of healing, or the level of healing that you're on to come into a connection with you, the relationship will more than likely falter down the line. Why? Because you went through this at however long it took you. Again, it takes other people longer or shorter than others, but because you went through the motions to acquire the bits of information, the key information, the vital information, the very, very important information. And this person didn't go through the motion. So whenever, if this person were to cheat their way into a healing level and get with you, whenever an obstacle comes up in your relationship, and this could be anything, this person will not be fully equipped, or they don't have the knowledge that is needed to combine with you and combat that obstacle and stay with you. So the relationship will never last. A tempting offer has a high price in the reverse. Somebody doesn't think, or they don't realize that them being stuck at this point, this is a punishment for them trying to cheat their way into your life. It's a punishment. They're not looking at the fact that this whatever tempting offer or choice that they made, that it comes with a high price. They're not equating to, and this is what I'm saying. This person is lacking the connection between left brain, right brain, conscious, subconscious, spirit, body. They're lacking the discernment, the intuition to even recognize that the reason why they're stifled and bored and stuck is because they took a very risky decision. They're not equating the two. They're not connecting the two. And somebody can feel like, again, you're trying to gatekeep something from them, because if you're highly intuitive, this person feels like you may be aware of this person here, but they feel like that you are also taunting them, like you're purposefully not giving out certain information because you know that they're trying to align with you on your frequency. But shallow grave, you miss someone. Give me more, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, Higher Self. Ashe, 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 ashe. Somebody's name could be Derek, Dimitri, Demeter, or Dietrich. I'm picking up on a lot of D names. Oh, I forgot to give y'all the daily downloads as far as the colors, the angel numbers and stuff. The angel numbers have been crazy. The gift of sacred sight. Somebody also feels like that you're supposed to know that they're in your energy and supposed to align with you, or trying to align with you, and they feel like that you're supposed to wait for them. Yeah, okay. Nautical princess. Powerful personal growth. Beauty and the Beast. You need some space in a relationship. Somebody is in your energy. I feel like you're aware of it. You're not acknowledging this person. That pisses this person off. They feel like that you're taunting them. You're doing something on purpose here. They want you to give out the information. Somebody could be doing like truth spells or spells on you to make you reveal certain things here. They feel like that you're trying to hold these things back. And I feel like, again, if you find yourself wanting to, if you're having a conversation with anyone, this person, anybody else on a platform, in, public eye, whatever, and you go to talk about a certain subject or talk about a certain, give out bits of information or share something, and then your mind goes blank, your ancestors and spirit guides are doing that to you because you're not supposed to give out that information. If you catch yourself doing that, and you're like, damn, my mind just went blank, and I do that a lot, that's because that is an intuitive nudge that, no, that's as far as you go. Leave that out, or we're going to just make you forget what it is that you were saying, and go ahead and maneuver and move on to something else, okay? The fairy bee, my life is sweet. Somebody wants their life to be sweet, but again, oh, Lord, your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. Yeah, I'm telling you what I love, the Star and the Five of Pentacles. Somebody feels like that you're trying to leave them out in the cold from healing. You're not giving them all the information that they need to heal. Do the fucking work. Do the work. It's just crazy to me. Yeah, to get wish fulfillment. They're jealous because you're getting wish fulfillment. and they feel like you're trying to gatekeep by creating distance between them, or there's a huge gap in between the two of you, and this is vibrationally, okay? Somebody feels like, what is that? How does that song go? I just drew a blank with that. Yep. Look, somebody is trying to fast track it. And again, even if you are given the keys to fast track or timeline jump, quantum leap, you still must have certain information that is given to you, usually, to know how to handle quantum leaps, to know how to handle sudden timeline shifts and energy shifts and quick ascensions. Even if you get the huge chunk of what direction to move or how to move or what to do, you still need the basic foundational information on how to handle these things. Hi, California, from California. I see that 5 of Cups, like somebody is just like, oh, like, why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why can't I use what collective is using? Because it's not meant for that person. They don't even have the basic knowledge skills, or they only have the basic knowledge skills. It's like trying to go from beginner to master in one walk. You're going to skip over intermediate. You're going to skip over, I don't know what the other one is in between it. You're not just going to go from beginner to master. And with this shape shifting and the map with no name, somebody feels like that you jump from beginner to master all over overnight, and they didn't see it coming. But I'm pretty sure that your healing and your ascension was very silent, as it's supposed to be, collective. We share what we are called to share. We leave the rest. Hermit. Somebody got to do the inner work. Violet Duchess. Stifled, stuck, and bored. Stifled, bored, and stuck. Oh, there go the song. You doing that shit on purpose, baby. That's what somebody feels like. That you're doing something on purpose, like you're taunting them. You're throwing something in their face. And I don't know if you're aware that this person is in your energy or not, but we got stifled, stuck, and bored, or vice versa. But we got the 6 of Swords here. How is that? Somebody wants to move out of that energy, but again, they're not making the connection here. That you have ascended. You have acquired what it is and balanced yourself out and acquired the information and what it is that you need to, 6 of Swords, move on to calmer waters. This person is stuck. They're not getting that. They're not making the connection. Okay? Give me that 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. I hope y'all having a good Sunday, collective. We are already back at Monday, but I'm excited for Monday, so it is what it is. Those were sticking out. And then look, still what's at the bottom? At a loss. Somebody is at a loss. Whatever it is that they're trying, that they think you're doing, even if that's what you were doing, it doesn't work for them. They don't have the security clearance to do these things. 4 of Swords. 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords. They're wondering why you're in this good energy. This person wants to come towards you with a romantic offer, but it's not quite your fault, collective, that this person didn't take the opportunity to possibly even connect with you and balance themselves out and go on the healing and ascension journey with you, to be aligned with you on the same vibrational frequency, to come into a romantic connection with you. That's not your fault. Somebody feels like that If this is a situation where somebody was like weary of you, they didn't choose you. They chose somebody else. They chose a karmic. They chose to stay in the karmic lifestyle. And you actually did the work and you went through something that you were meant to go through with this person. You had to endure these things by yourself and you made it. You were doubly rewarded because you had to do it on your own. Something that was called, something that was certain things that were meant for two people to overcome, you had to do that on your own. So again, you were rewarded double. And this person feels like you should share all that information because now they're ready to go on this journey or path with you. And it just doesn't work like that, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Even if you love this person, collective, your spirit guides, your ancestors, the archangels, are not going to allow you to give this person this information. Even if you do, they will cut it off from working for this person. They are not even at basic. They are only, if they just started their journey or if they've been on their journey, but they skipped over steps, they are only at basic knowledge, the foundational principles of how to apply certain lessons from trials and tribulations. They don't know how to apply it. The foundational part of learning anything is learning the basics of who, what, when, where, why, how. That way we know who to apply it to, how to apply it, when to apply it, where to apply it. Somebody is missing that. The fact that this person is stifled, stuck, and bored, and they think that this is not what the tempting offer that has a high price, they're not making that connection because they don't have the foundational skills. You can't just skip over these things, collective. This person just can't skip over the thing. Even if they love you, somebody is just going to have to, hope. What is it? Hope for the best. What is it? Hope and pray for the best, prepare for the worst. A lot of us have had to brace ourselves to prepare, to be prepared enough to adapt to whatever comes our way next. But that's a foundational skill and principle. This person is not getting it. They're not making the connection. A tempting offer has a high price. Oh, okay. The Lovers in the reverse and the World in the reverse. Need I say more? Like, even I feel like that this person does love you. But the thing is, if you are somebody that, and Spirit is saying it's justice. You don't want this cycle closed out, but you have no chance at being a lover because you're not in the alignment to be this to be collective's lover. And it's not that I tell people how it is. It doesn't always, it's not always pretty. Okay. But how can you protect, if you skip through all these steps, how will you know what to do if collective is attacked? How will you know what an attack is? How will you know how to protect yourself? What to look out for? How will you know when attacks are at their highest peak? How will you know? What will you do? You don't have, this person doesn't have that. And I feel like this person can love you very much, collective, but they just don't have the knowledge. They're not realizing that they are putting you more in danger trying to do this way than not being with you and just having to allow you to, they don't have a choice, but allowing you to continue on, and hopefully they will align and get to that certain level, frequency level as you are one day. I feel like this person just doesn't want a cycle to end for them to be like everything that it is that you want. Like, I feel like that this person has that down packed. I'm not going to lie. I feel like that they have that down packed. They can be everything that you need them to be, but they can be everything that you want them to be, but what you need them to be as far as safety, protection, offense, defense, they don't have any or the pertinent information that comes along with those things to protect you and them. And that's just the bottom line. I'm telling you what I love. This person just How will they know how to counteract this? This is why they don't want a cycle to end, but they're not being allowed to be your lover because they aren't equipped with the knowledge to handle this. New levels, new devils. The more you ascend and evolve, new levels, new devils. More witchcraft, more attacks. It gets to the point where you have ascended so much, your protection shield magnifies. This shit don't touch you. But guess who it will affect? If this sent towards you, it'll affect the person that is still a beginner that's missing the key pieces. That's why this person is not allowed to come towards you. They're not getting that. Okay? Nautical princess, powerful personal growth. What's the powerful personal growth, Holy Spirit? She sells seashells by the seashore? I guess. Child, the way that this, listen. The cards will speak for themselves. You see the level of, this is a beginner. Powerful personal growth. Somebody is at the beginning stages of this. And they're being sneaky and devilish and very toxic and very possessive over you. But this is also giving me, though, they only have beginner knowledge when somebody is coming from a very, very, very high vibrational dark, like the high vibrational nasty dark side. Somebody could be a high occultist here with the devil energy. This person is only equipped with the beginner information. It's like Harry Potter, Hogwarts. Remember, they couldn't just jump into the different spell works and crafts and stuff at certain levels. They had to go through the basics, and a lot of them were ready to just, I'm not even finna do it, but they were ready to just jump into something, but they weren't equipped with the basic knowledge in order to go and use certain spells here. Even certain spells were prohibited to certain beginner students or students that had not acquired a certain level of magical mastery or alchemy. It was forbidden. And they got harshly punished for that, because if it gets out of control, how will they handle it? Remember, there were a lot of times where stuff got out of control for Harry and Hermione and Ron and all of them. Things got out of control, right? And they didn't know what to do. A lot of times they had to be rescued and saved. Sometimes, they go in the Forbidden Forest. They encounter, what was Hagrid's pet spider's name? They encountered them. And even though it was cool with Hagrid, they had a peace treaty with Hagrid. The spider was like, shit, these my kids. Like, we cool with Hagrid. You fool to us. We don't know you. Because if you knew any better, you wouldn't even be in these parts of the woods. See what I'm saying? And Harry and them almost got fucked up and set for that car. Was it the car? Yeah, the car, the magical car. It came and it rescued them. Or there was something else that happened. I don't know. I can't quite remember. I watched all the Harry Potters, but I'm such a dweeb, bro. I'm such a dweeb. Anyways, like what this person it's like, remember it enough with Jennifer Lopez, and she got the restraining order against her abusive husband, and he knew all kind of law officials and people in high places and stuff. And she went to the police station and she gave she asked a hypothetical question about getting a PPO against her husband. And she was like, so what happens in the process? And he was like, well, if we find evidence that your claims are valid or sufficient, then we will issue a protection order, ordering the defendant or, the victimizer to stay away from you. And she said, and if he comes to me and he ignores the protection order, what am I supposed to do? Take the paper and throw it at him? This is the equivalent to that with that Page of Pentacles and the devil energy. It's like, what do you do? Like, you have no commandment. You have no ranking to handle certain things. This person has no ranking. It's important that you are protected, collective. It's important that you are safe here. Okay? Don't come in here and start making a noise because I specifically said do not while I was recording. Period. So bye. Y'all have 1, 2, 3 other rooms plus a hallway plus another area. No. So there's some type of page, and this is giving me the distance. This is giving me somebody got a very long way to go from this page. Powerful personal growth. Somebody is the page level. They have a long ways to go to get there. And it's not, again, this is not your fault. Sour. Some keep backfiring on this person. You can't, you have to have certain spiritual clearance and ranking to do certain spells, to do certain things. You have to have them because they come along with the practice, the training, the knowledge. Somebody don't have it. That's why some keep backfiring on them. And the more they do it, they get stuck here. There's a 3 of Cups here. I don't know what this is. Give me this Page of Pentacles with this Tower energy. Page of... Well, damn. Somebody keep trying to fast track and it keep backfiring. The more somebody keep on trying to like hurry something up, and it's like somebody is trying to take 20 steps ahead. When they try to take 20 leaps ahead, they get knocked back 30, 40, 50, double that. That's what that's giving me. 2 of Swords. And it's only keeping them in a very stuck or blocked position. They're not seeing something. That 2 of Swords is telling me they're not making a connection between I don't even think this person realizes what a backfire is. We have the 8 of Cups here. They're trying to hurry up and come towards you before you walk away or before you get away. But it's just kind of like, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, because half this person would not have, you know, just played with their time when they were supposed to heal, you know, playing that 3 of Cups. They probably partied and stuff. This is like you sitting at home, you sitting in the dorm room studying for a huge exam the next day, and your roommate being out partying all week, all the night before, never studying, and then expecting you to give them all your notes, everything that you worked hard for, that you stayed up late for, that you studied, that you crammed. You know what I mean? And giving you, they want you to give them all your notes so they can ace the exam or at least pass it. No, I would tell somebody, hell no. I'm just saying. So we have Beauty and the Beast. You need some space in a relationship. This person is being sacrificed from your energy. But that's also giving me that they sacrificed themselves and stuck themselves here. And they can't, somebody can't, there's no explanation or excuse that this person has. And I feel like that this may be a person, this is another thing they need to grow and heal from. This is a person that always has excuses why they didn't do the right thing, why they didn't take advantage of whatever was given to them, the tools, the knowledge, the whatever that was given to them at that time. They always have an excuse, and they have an excuse why they're stuck. They have an excuse why they're in the hangman here. And the excuses just don't work. You can make excuses to people in the physical realm, to your mother, your father, your friends, your lover, your whoever. But you can't make excuses to the spiritual realm, to God, to the divine, to your ancestors, to your spirit guides. And actually, if you want your spirit guides to work with you, and then they say, okay, well, we're gonna sit here and study with you, and we're gonna do mock trials with you, your spirit guides and stuff, right? So you can handle this when this comes along, this trial and tribulation, this test, and you pay no attention, your spirit guides will quit. They will walk away from working with you. I think it's very, people need to know you can lose your access to your spirit guides or certain spirit guides. Everybody will not stick around and work with you if you're in this type of energy. Very important for people to know. Just because they're your spirit guides right then and there doesn't mean that they're always going to want to work with you. If you're not doing the right thing or following their advice, they're not going to keep on wasting their time. Look, 9 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody just can't Somebody can't get over that hurdle. They can't get over that fence. They can't get over that obstacle. They want to make excuses. Excuses are useless in this situation. It's the reason why this person's stuck in the hangman. They can't make any excuse except for tell the truth, admit that to themselves, admit it to their spirit guides, admit it to their ancestors, admit it to God. I mean, they already know. But I feel like this person needs to be an admittance to themselves that, you know, I 3 of Cups. I played around and partied all the time when I should have been doing the work. One more with this 9 of Wands in the reverse. Weigh these cards. Devil in the reverse. They cannot. This is the biggest part. I mean, it keeps coming out like this. Maybe this person would have a chance. I don't know. I don't think so. But the main thing is this person cannot overcome the devil. They can't free themselves they can't overcome or overpower or defeat the devil. Whatever that would be, the new levels, new devils that would come along if you two were together. They're still going to come along on your path, collective. Don't forget that. Whether you're with this person or not, they're still going to come towards you, but you are equipped with how to handle it, right? How to maneuver around it easily. The higher you get in spiritual ranking, the more tests you pass, the more easier the new levels, new devils become to free yourself from or even maneuver around where they don't even fucking touch you. They don't scathe you. You know what I mean? And this person is just not equipped to even handle those situations. That's just period. Oh, collective was supposed to give me all the information. They're gatekeeping. They're doing this on purpose. They're trying to punish me because I didn't go on the journey with them. That's not the truth. Sir or madam, whomever you are that's listening, if you are listening, if you come across this video, further down the line, that's not what this is. Collective isn't allowed. If you two were together at the same level of alignment or frequency level, collective would be allowed to help you. But you're nowhere near where collective's in Temperance energy. You're in Page of Pentacles energy. And you think the fact that you just want to come towards collective and give them a Knight of Cups romantic offer, like that's enough for collective to divulge all the secrets? And you wouldn't even, this shit would be so out of control for you. You wouldn't know how to handle you. That's the biggest part. You don't know how to handle you. See, because it's not about how we handle the situations. It's about how we handle ourselves in those situations. Life is sweet, the fairy bee. People underestimate that. Man, know thyself. It is never about the opponent, the test. It's about you. Every single test, trial, tribulation, the opponent, new levels, new devils. It's about you and how you handle the situation, not how you handle yourself in a situation. Life is sweet. 10 of Wands. Your life is sweet and this person is burdened. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's collective fault. They're blocked. They're blocked. They're burdened and they're blocked from their life being sweet or them participating or being a part of your sweet life. Okay? We got a King of Pentacles at the bottom here. Their money could be blocked as well. Because if this was a person that had money and they were supposed to go on a journey with you and maybe you don't have as much as this person, and even if this person wasn't supposed to give you money, they could have provided you with certain resources that would have helped both of y'all along, and this person squandered that money and played with it by partying with the third parties and the karmics and the karmic friends and the lifestyle. They squandered it. And so divine is blocking this person's money out from them too, because they think that they've always been able to throw money at it. And this is another problem with this person. They was like, I can play around. I can hang back for a bit with the girls, the boys, the whoever. And you know, I can party with them. And, you know, when I get ready to go along this journey with collective, I could just buy my way into that VIP portion of the club. No, that's not how spiritual paths work. That's not how your divine path or destiny works. That's not how healing, evolution, and ascension and mastery works. You can't just throw money at it. And I feel like that because this person had that type of attitude, they are blocking this person's money. Because this person thought that they could go and possibly pay somebody to do spell work. No, you don't have enough money for that. Or practitioners want too much money that this person doesn't have because they bullshitted it off with partying. Or whatever they did. Okay? Somebody was afforded a lot of financial gain, prosperity, and resources, connections that they use for the wrong things. There's a card that fell here. Okay. On the floor, 6 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. They put their money into the wrong things. They really thought that they can throw money at it. Divine said, no, not a... Come on. God, Zeus, that man. Divine said, not over here. Look, Divine said, not over here. Hierophant. In case y'all didn't see that. I know I just boop. But Hierophant. Come on now. How you thought you was going to sneak your way, throw some money at it and just... You know what I'm saying? Walk into... This is like... Somebody can be like the man in town, the man in the clubs, the man at the bar. But you going into a elite society. You can't just motherfucking pay your way in. This is like personal, private invite only. You can't give no amount of money can buy you into this club. You don't even have the spiritual eyes to come up in here. Like the payment to get into this elite club. It's like, even if you got a special invite from Collective, this person, and you gave this person a special invite to the elite spiritual club, high-ranking spiritual club, even if you gave them an invite, there is a cost. 6 of Pentacles. There's a cost, and the cost is energetic. You can't pay for this shit with money. It's energetic, and this person thinks that they... Oh, I'm with Collective. I'm Collective +1. No, this shit don't work like that. It doesn't. Rejected. We're going to need you to leave the line, leave from the door. Sir, ma'am, we're going to need you to go about your way. You can't have access. No access. Access is denied. Yeah. Access still denied whether you come with an Empress, Queen of Cups or not. You know? Even if you come with... Child, nah, I'm done. Somebody is trying to... Somebody also tried to make a Queen of Cups, or they thought a Queen of Cups was an Empress, or they actually came into contact with another person. This could be masculine or feminine. That was going... They were going from like the Queen of Cups to the Empress energy. They were receiving their ranking. Somebody thought, listen, somebody thought that they were going to be able to kind of like squish themselves in between somebody's like elevations or hang on to their coattails and receive the same ranking, receive the same upgrades. Yeah, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. 9 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Like, come on now. Like, they in their head because they know you got to fight a good fight. You got to fight a couple battles to get here. You can't just ride nobody coattail to get up into this elite club, spiritual ranking. You got to have the energy. You got to have the energetic ranking for payment. It's like somebody getting, it's like a metal detector, but let's say this is an energetic level detector and somebody trying to get in between, somebody trying to walk into the club. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at y'all people, but goddamn, bro, like they be doing the most. Where's the Queen of Cups at? She done, oh, here she go. She done disappeared. Look, it's like walking through a energetic metal detector next to somebody. It's like, nah, you got to come through one at a time. That ain't supposed to be there. You got to come through one at a time. It's like being able to walk through 2 at a time and like, yeah, I got the ranking. I'm with them. You know, we both got the ranking. Obviously, if we're together, she's an Empress. She's upgrading to an Empress. Obviously, we're together. Mind you, this is just a ploy. This person didn't even, and that's another thing. This person could be getting bumped down for their deception with this because somebody actually found another empress and they tried to pretend like that they cared about this empress to gain access to this club just so they can get in there and find you, collective. Can't do that. Can't do it. And it's like, yeah, you can walk through both of y'all together, but the metal detector go. It's like the metal detector or energetic detector. It goes off, or however it goes off, and they go, and here come the big bouncer security guards, and they wanding down this Queen of Cups Empress energy. They wanding her down. She ain't got nothing that's a threat to them. She has the energetic clearance or payment here, and then they go one this motherfucker down. The whole one just explodes. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, if you don't get your ass out of here, I'm sorry. That's y'all people. A fight could have actually happened here, okay? Give me one or two. Well, if this person had a contract with you, they got a long ways to go. That's all I'm saying. They got a long ways to go for their healing. I'm telling you, healing. They got a long ways to go for them to be able to quantum leap or get on this vibrational frequency. You're possibly a Queen of Wands. Okay? You're possibly a Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Somebody also feels like that your beauty has upgraded, your money has upgraded, your happiness and enlightenment and intuition has upgraded along with your spiritual gifts. Again, your life is sweet. And they just don't, and they just feel like that their life is over, or they want to end that for you. Or no, they know that it's because you had a death and rebirth, made it through that dark night of the soul. They know it's because your ranking went up, that you're actually in tune with your Akashic records, your spiritual self, your intuition, your knowledge, and you applied it. You did the work and you applied it. That's why you get a 10 of Pentacles. They know this and they want to fight about it. They want to fight about it because they feel like you're gatekeeping. Can't make it up. They feel like you're gatekeeping your wish fulfillment or how you got to your wish fulfillment. And they're heartbroken because they've been sitting, waiting patiently. Hopefully you know that they're in your energy, collective, that they're stuck and at a loss and at a standstill. They just can't do it without you. You had to do it without them. And I don't be trying to be harsh. If you're the person that I'm talking to, not collective, but the person that this applies to, I'm not trying to be mean to you. It just doesn't work like that. It's not fair that collective does the work. If you really wanted to be collective in this manner, that would have been the most important thing to you at your time, at the time you encountered collective. You want to let them get away and have to do everything, their part and your part on their own. They get rewarded doubly. They may have gotten a couple fast tracks because of what they had to do on their own, your work and their work that you were supposed to do together. Little red hen, same concept. I always refer to that in situations like this. Everybody wants to eat the bread at the end when it's done. Nobody wants to put in the hard work that it takes to make the bread. Everybody only wants to partake in the thing that is appeasing to their flesh, that makes their tummies full. But a lot of people don't want to put in the work, and then they think that they can just come in, collective, and you're supposed to give them a piece of bread. And you are rightfully so with this person or anywhere else in your life, with anyone else in your life. You can easily tell them no. I'm not obligated to share with you, friend, family, foe, hoe, nigga, teacher, boss, pastor. You're not obligated to share anything with anyone that they didn't help you acquire. And that's just the harsh truth of it. Because would this person do the same? Obviously they wouldn't, because look at what they did in the beginning. Like, nah, I can just throw money at it and come through the back door. Go through the, that tunnel that celebrities go through. They don't take the usual access. They take the inconspicuous one. That may have worked for this person on the physical, but in the spiritual, it just don't work like that. Yeah. 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups. See what I mean? 10 of Cups. Look at all this person lost. Look at what they lost access to, or that they could have had access to. But they wanted to be a player. All out in the fields and stuff. Queen of Swords stuck. And they could be stuck with a karmic anyway. This is what I'm saying. They could be stuck with a karmic anyways, or this person could be going to jail because of something that they did with a Queen of Swords. And there's a Chariot. Somebody could be going to jail, or a Queen of Swords could be going to jail, or a Queen of Swords could be testifying against this person. Seven of Pentacles. For some shit that they did that they were being investigated about. Man. King of Cups, King of Swords. By a King of... This person could be a King of Swords here. I mean, a King of Cups. That was being investigated by a King of Swords. For a choice that they made that they thought would never be brought to the forefront. That they thought they could keep secret. Child, nah. Oh, they tried to make a house a home with one of the options. Possibly a Queen of Swords. It doesn't have to be. They tried to make a house a home based off of illusions somewhere else. Could it possibly be that Queen of Cups, Empress energy? Or somebody just had their pick of the litter here. They thought anybody could be collective. I can just throw money on them and make them a divine feminine or a divine masculine. Yeah, we're going to see how that works for you in the end. Shucks to be them, class. Look at the Three of Cups. What'd I say? Somebody tried to make a third party into you, into their partner. That could be what the Queen of Cups Empress is. Somebody tried, and the two of Pentacles. Somebody tried to make somebody into you. They tried to... Empress don't look no certain way. A divine feminine don't look a certain way. A divine masculine does not look a certain way. An emperor does not look a certain way. Everything that they are that identifies them as a divine feminine or divine masculine, it's all within them. It's all in their speech. It's all in how they handle themselves. Not things around them, but themselves. They are fully aware of themselves. They are fully aware of themselves. And hella focused on it. That is what defines it. It don't look a certain way. They don't dress a certain way. They don't look a certain way. They don't, you know what I'm saying? A divine feminine, divine masculine, they don't look a certain way. They would come in all shapes, forms, sizes, walks of life, different sides of the tracks, backgrounds, culture. That's how that works. Like you can't use money to buy the image of an empress. Somebody is not an emperor. They're not a divine masculine yet. They don't know what an empress will look like. They think that throwing money at it, they can actually turn a Queen of Cups into an empress. They thought that. And this is like both of them going to the club and pretending like she an empress, he an emperor, and the thing going off. And it's like access denied, access denied. Please escort to the left. And it's like they probably took their picture and everything, put it up on the damn door and everything. Do not let these two in. They put them on a no trespassing list. You know what I mean? But hey, that's fair. That's the truth. That's fair. Somebody don't like it. Somebody needs to accept the facts. This is what this is saying. Somebody needs to have the courage to accept the facts that that's fair. That's only fair. That's why you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. That's why you're having victory, because how much hard work you put in on it. And it's another thing. Somebody was partying and they were watching you put in the fucking hard work. They know why you're Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Strength card. They were watching you the whole time and they partied. They partied and really thought that they could come in like quick, fast, in a hurry at the last minute and give a dirty offer. Page of Cups. When you deserve a whole Ace of Cups. Why would you want a Page of Cups when you Ace of Cups? You deserve an Ace of Cups. Not just filled, but overflowing. Judgment has been called on this person. This person being, man, I cannot make it up. This person is being held back from being an emperor, and they're being left out in the cold for what they did in the past when they could have been a part of this Wheel of Fortune. And there's look. I don't know how to read this last part, but there's a King of Pentacles, because this is what was at the beginning of my pre-shuffle. I was like, no, I don't know how to read this. There's a King of Pentacles, okay, that was envious or jealous of a King of Wands. Or there's a King of Wands that was jealous of a King of Pentacles. I don't know why these two always coming out in their energy. They stay on the bullshit, y'all. They stay on the bullshit. These two stay into it energetically. Like they stay into it. But somebody has defeated the other. I don't know if it's the King of Wands. He's sitting next to the Ace of Pentacles. But you got a King of Pentacles sitting next to the Five of Swords. So I don't know if he is the one that defeated the King of Wands or vice versa. Y'all take it as it resonates. But we're going to go ahead and close out this read. I thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. Be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. At the very least, hit the like button, collective. Make sure your notifications are on. If you are a new watcher, viewer, subscriber, or coming back, returning watcher, viewer, subscriber, I thank y'all always for supporting the channel. Always be sure to check the community tabs, collective, for any type of updates. I put a couple little cute posts for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Divine Beings population, as well as Black History Month. You know, we are going to acknowledge that. But yeah, that's all I have for this message. I hope it helped you wherever you are on this journey. And I will see you guys on the next live. Peace.